Hey folks, welcome back to the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword. Today we are here with
Straumfjordr.
Stick around and find out what these guys are actually like. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe video either. Hey folks, welcome back. As I said before, we are here with
Straumfjordr.
Now, who are you guys? What's your personas?
So I am the chieftain. I am Jarl Ingvar Shieldknacker.
It's an interesting name.
Well, we all choose a persona, and we all have a bio, a backstory that describes who we were and why we're here in the new world. And so my backstory is I was a soldier. I fought with the Varangians, and then we were in a battle in Denmark, and I was there with my brother on my left, and my brother was killed during the battle, and the person who killed him was taunting me, and so I got angry and I grabbed the axe from the ground and I started smashing shields that were held between myself and my adversary, and I ended up getting him and exacting revenge upon him for killing my brother. So what the Danes called me after was the shield breaker, the breaker of shields, or the shield smasher, and in German, Shieldknacker is shield cracker.
Okay. And your persona?
I am Ivar Husesmeder. Husesmeder means the maker of things. I'm a woodworker, metalworker, blacksmith, and I'm originally from the Rus, and I heard about this man's greatness, and I traveled far and wide to meet up with him and join his band.
Okay.
Join his village.
All right, and
I'm a Reenactment.
that's a mouthful. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think every group needs at least one brave Swede.
Okay.
So.
All right. All right. We got to work on that, lady.
You need a Swede.
Yes.
Grettir.
Yes.
There's a lot more metal needed for Swedes, though, when it comes to 14th century.
That is true, quite a lot more. So what got you all started into doing it?
Well, I decided in 2011 that as a 45-year-old guy, I wanted to take something on that would force me to maintain my physicality to a certain point. And I always have loved medieval history. And I went to this place called Cult of Athena in Elgin, and they had a bunch of swords on a rack. And I was deciding which sword I wanted to buy for the first time. And when I touched that Viking sword and pulled it out, it just happened. It was something that, I don't know if it's destiny. My family comes from that part of the world, and our history goes way back. And when I grabbed that sword in my hand, it was almost like it was made for me. And then I started to read the Icelandic sagas, and I fell in love with Egil's saga. He was literally an action hero.
That's one of my favorites.
And you know, quite a character. And it's actually, reading the Egil saga is actually a prerequisite to becoming a full member. Because it's not just about swinging swords. Everybody in our group is deeply passionate about Viking Age history. And we have people of all types. We have men, we have women, we have men that fight, we have men that cook, we have women that want to do the hearth at home, and we have women who are not happy unless they're wearing a helmet, sweating and swinging away. So it's quite a diverse group.
Sounds a lot like the Brotherhood. We have a lot of the same mixture of presenters and so forth. So what, if you folks don't know, we're at the Vermont Living History Expo, which is where we ran into these guys, and we've actually known them for quite a while, and this is the first time we've been trying to get them on video for a bit and to have you guys experience who they are. So along those same lines, what do you guys actually do at events, or what do you offer as a group?
So when we come to events such as this, we set up an encampment, as you can see behind us. We are usually a lot stronger in numbers, but a lot of our members just had babies, just bought homes, real world things.
Real life, yeah.
And it happens. But generally we would have a hearth display. There would be somebody cooking. There would be somebody prepping meals. There would be somebody offering meals. There would be somebody with a pitcher of water when we're sparring to keep us from falling down from exhaustion and heat exhaustion. So it's very dynamic. When we're not doing a living history static display, we will put on a combat show. And we will talk about each weapon, we will talk about which were the most common weapons, which were the most uncommon weapons, how they were used, how the shield was used, different techniques, different combinations. We talk about shield walls. We talk about every aspect of Viking history as it pertains to combat when we have our combat displays.
And while he's giving the description of the weapons and types of combats, we are behind him showing examples of all that fighting and combating with shield work and sword work and axe work and spear work.
We know that not everybody geeks out about history the way we do,
Right.
So we want it to be dynamic. We want it to be entertaining for people who love history, and we want it to be entertaining and magnetic to people who just want to see action.
You want to draw people into your presentation and so forth.
So as I'm talking about a spear, as I'm talking about an axe, as I'm talking about the shield, the gentlemen and ladies from my group are back there and they're demonstrating those moves.
Right, right.
And then we will split into 4s, we will split into 2s, we will have holmgang type combat sessions, and we try to be as well-rounded as possible. And at the end of every presentation, and this is my favorite part, when we invite the crowd to ask us questions, sometimes even we'll call somebody in with wooden wasters and a shield to participate half speed because we don't want anyone to get hurt.
Right.
But we basically tailor our presentation based on the crowd size or the crowd's enthusiasm, level of enthusiasm.
So where are you guys located?
We are based in Exeter, New Hampshire.
Okay, so middle New England.
Yes. Yeah. We have some land behind the condo that I live in, and we built a booth. In the saga of the Vinlanders, it talks about how Leif Erikson landed in what he eventually called Vinland, and it said that they built booths and tented them up. And what that basically means is they built either a wooden or a stone foundation and then laid their tents such as these on top for a temporary shelter so that they could escape the rain, they could escape the sun, the cold, and eventually they ended up building the wooden houses. But what we're doing is we're portraying essentially a landing party that landed here somewhere between Cape Cod and the Newfoundland. Wherever Vinland is, they don't really know where it is. And so we're portraying a landing party. So our area, we didn't build a permanent dwelling, we still have our booth there.
Right.
And it's very similar to the tents here, but we've had a wooden frame and there's a door and there's actually allegedly a wood stove inside for when it's 10 degrees outside. We do a lot of sparring in the wintertime. We're always wearing the authentic clothing and footwear, and I don't know if anybody has ever worn a pair of turn shoes or Viking Age shoes. These are skis, and when you're in the snow, it's awful for you, sometimes wonderful for your adversary, because if you give somebody a nice push, they're going to go down.
Yeah, fans of our channel have seen some of our fight shows when we're fighting in the rain and
Sliding,
how we're
yes.
sliding around, and it's like we're on roller skates.
Yeah,
So,
that's some Henry V stuff right there.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in this or would like to know more, or where could they see you or find out more information about you?
So we have an Instagram account called Straumfjordr.
We'll put that below.
We also have a Facebook page called Straumfjordr.
We'll put that below too.
I am known as Shield Knocker on Instagram, and there are a lot of things you can see there.
And we actually follow you on Instagram.
Yes, and we follow you. A lot of things you'll see on there are Viking related. I'm also a metalhead, so sometimes you'll see me wearing a leather jacket and metal stuff, but for the most part it's Viking related. And yeah, I would love it if people would follow us and encourage us. I mean, we do this for the public. We do it because we love it, and we do it because we want to share what we love with others.
And do you know what your next event is going to be, or will that be posted online once you do know?
It will be posted.
Okay.
During the winter time is our favorite time because the woods are open, the poison ivy's gone, the ticks are gone, the bugs are gone.
Those are always important things to avoid.
Yes, and we revel in being cold and wet and miserable.
So true Viking.
Yes,
Right.
it's a lot of fun.
Is this your last event this season?
This is our last event
Of
for
this year.
this year. Our next event will probably be the Vermont Winter Renaissance Fair. No,
We
actually,
have a Hammond Castle event coming up.
Birka is again this year.
We're going to be.
Birka is going to be held this year.
Yep,
Yes.
next year. But in October, we are going to be, October of 2022, we are going to be spending a day at Hammond Castle. They have invited us in to do presentations there.
Well, maybe
great.
we'll crash it and burn it down and take everybody's stuff.
You will have to buy tickets to that one,
Yeah,
though.
stop.
So,
Well, everything else will burn.
and
Burn, but that's
Yeah.
the stuff of value.
And a sea
so.
landing at that castle's a little difficult because they got that hill that goes straight down to the water.
Who's
That would be
poison
bad.
ivy?
We only have a
Poison
little
ivy.
boat.
Yeah, yeah,
We have to mine.
yeah, yeah. So we thank you guys so much
Oh, you're very welcome.
for spending some time with us, and we love hanging out with you guys, especially after hours because it gets rather silly with all the groups together.
We're Vikings.
So
I am T, and he is in T. You missed.
So, folks, welcome. Thank you for sticking around for our video and hanging out with us with this. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below to stay up to date on our latest videos, and keep looking for more videos from this amazing event, the Vermont Living History Expo. See you folks later.
Thank you for the opportunity.
I want to see the dailies.
See what I'm saying? All he has to do, he's smart. He's really good with that spear. Now, if he was not smart, don't stick me. If he was not smart, if I get inside, he's doomed. But if he keeps distance, he can keep me away from him all day just by prodding. And once I get tired, not so hard. Once I get tired, he's got me. See what I'm saying? It's awful. So that was one of the most prominent weapons on the Viking Age battle machine. Big Phil.
Raven stopper.
Yeah, I'm gonna starve your raven. Ow! The Jarl, every time. You were supposed to kill me when I wasn't looking. And one of them is, he just knocks me on my butt. And then his friends hack me to pieces.
I run away.
And the other option is, just like with the small axe, he can pull my shield down and then strike me in the face.
I've got one chance. Time it while he's swinging it.
If I go for him while he's standing next to him, and I open him up, I can get him. Odds are one of his buddies are going to come in and get me by the time I've dealt with him.
Usually the guy that kills you when you're in a shield wall like that is somebody you're not even looking at. And Ivar loves to do that when he's holding a spear. But I digress. Thank you very much.